You're listening to the NCAC Women's Soccer Podcast. Today I'm joined by NCAC Women's Soccer Player of the Week, senior forward Erika Kay of Wooster. And Erika, first of all, congratulations on a great weekend this past weekend individually, and thanks so much for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks a lot.
Erika, Wooster opened up the season with an impressive 2-0 record to start the year with shutout wins over Marywood 1-0 and Penn State Harrisburg 5-0. Just talk about the importance of getting off to such a good start and opening up this 2012 campaign the way you guys have.
Well, we went into this past weekend, with high expectations for our team. We have a lot of new freshmen, so a lot of it was about getting a new identity for us. And we went in not knowing what to expect, but being prepared to have a tough game, especially on Saturday. And so once we got Saturday behind us, we saw the team we were playing Sunday play, and we weren't too worried about the game, so it was about staying mentally composed so that we didn't play down to anyone's level. And I think we did a pretty good job finishing them off, especially at the end there in the second half.
Erika, as I mentioned, now in your senior year, coming back from a knee injury, just talk about your role as a leader on this team, and have you felt some sense of urgency, knowing it's sort of your last going around now in your senior season?
Oh, absolutely. I was so disappointed my junior year with my knee injury, especially I felt like I had a really solid sophomore year. So junior year, I had very high expectations, so that knee injury really brought me down to earth, and especially after coming back, I only had one goal in that second half of the season, so I definitely feel urgency. I want to, have the best individual season as possible, but I also just want to end on such a positive note with our team, and I want to make it as far as we can, knowing that we did the best we could, because this was pretty much it for soccer, unless I coach later, so you always want to end on a high note.
Erika, speaking of your knee injury, just talk a little bit about all the hard work that you've put in, getting yourself back to health, and then, how did it feel stepping back on the field this past weekend, sort of with a fresh start, a new season, and knowing you could put that behind and move forward?
The knee injury, it was a daily struggle, certainly. Today, most days, just to try and get back last season, but it's never quite the same until you come back a year later. And I've just been so happy to be healthy, and I think I came into the season in the best shape I've been in, and I think that's helped me stay injury free so far through preseason and whatnot. And that's like a big component for me, is making sure that I keep doing my rehab even though I'm not injured right now, because I need to keep me in good shape for sure.
Again, you're listening to the NCAC Women's Soccer Podcast. Today we're joined by NCAC Women's Soccer Player of the Week, Erika Kay of Wooster, senior forward, coming off a 2-goal opening weekend performance, including a big game-winning goal against Marywood in the 1-0 victory. Erika, as I mentioned, defensively you guys were really solid this weekend, posting 2 shutouts. I know you're on the offensive side of things, but you go up against this defense every day in practice. Talk about the kind of confidence it gives your team, knowing that you have such a good back line heading into each game.
Oh, it's utmost confidence. The fact that we can rely on them, and our keeper is so good as well, Michelle Ring. So knowing that we have a solid defensive line really allows us to go forward as a team on offense. We really do attack from the back, and it definitely starts with our center backs and our outside defenders, who also, even though they're so solid defensively, do a really big part of our forward lineup in the way they get forward and play balls in. So it's really, really a security blanket to have them there, no doubt.
Last season, Erika, this team posted a 4-1-3 conference record, 9-7-3 overall. Just talk about, as this young season begins to take shape, what the goals are for this team headed forward.
We definitely want to win conference this year. I think that we've always felt like we were a little underrated on the conference level, and we definitely see ourselves having a high success rate in conference, and definitely looking to win our conference tournament at the end of the year, because although we've made it the past 2 years to the conference tournament, we haven't made it out of there. So we definitely have high expectations to try and make it to the national tournament, no doubt about that. Especially all these pre-conference games are just preparation, because we know that our conference is one of the hardest. So we're really, really getting psyched about it for sure.
And finally, Erika, you mentioned these pre-non-conference games. Just Talk about one or two things that, as a team, you guys continue to work really hard in throughout practice, through these non-conference games, as this schedule unfolds, as you get ready to start conference play when you guys will be on the road at Kenyon on September 25th.
Well, we have a lot of new freshman players this year, and we really feel like they've just made our bench so much deeper. So a big part of all of these pre-conference games is learning each other's playing styles again and becoming a very cohesive unit. So that's a huge emphasis right now, is we're all trying each other's positions out and working hard to truly understand the roles and responsibilities of everyone's positions, because ultimately you need to be able to understand each other and work on the field and be able to understand what's going on. So I think that we're doing a really good job of being, extremely cohesive in game time situations, being able to make changes and whatnot. So I think our freshmen and our new players and people coming up in the ranks and leadership, it's been really promising, and I'm excited for my team even after this year and the years to come, because I'm really impressed with our younger players.
A native of Grosse Pointe, Michigan, this week's NCAC Women's Soccer Player of the Week, senior forward Erika Kay of Wooster. Erika, again, congratulations on the award and best of luck as you move forward throughout the rest of your senior season.
Thank you very much.